What does hockey means for the Gill family?
Oof. Oh, I mean, it's pretty well all our life. Like, if I'm not playing at the rink, we're all there either coaching or reffing or volunteering or doing something in hockey. It's all in the community, and it's kind of our family's life.
A lot. Life. I guess it's the way we operate, the way it's normal for us, I guess, incorporating schedules and everything into everyday life.
We all work hard and try and do family stuff and family trips together, but a lot of those trips end up being hockey trips. That's just the way it goes, and a lot of summer camps that they would have attended when they were younger were hockey camps. So we tended to maybe make those trips our family trips.
Anywhere you look around here, you're going to find stuff to do with hockey. In Spencer's bedroom, there's hockey sticks, there's hockey jerseys. In mine, it's the same thing. Everything is hockey. Just probably the tip of the iceberg as far as you can find things in our house that are hockey focused. But yeah, we eat, sleep, and breathe hockey for sure.
We grew up all playing the game. My dad played. Growing up for me, my dad always coached, my mom managed, and kind of my brothers were always in the game as well. So I'd say hockey's kind of everything for us.
Well, they all started at 3. They started through a skating club here, a local one in Moncton called Mariposa. They skated a couple of times a week. And I guess we never really thought the whole hockey thing at first. We just thought being Canadian, that having that comfort zone of being able to skate was almost a necessity or a priority, if you would.
They weren't allowed playing hockey at a young age in our community, but they were allowed playing ringette. And we were young parents, we didn't really know, other than the fact that we liked that they had to skate with their head up because they didn't have to look down, and they had to pass over each blue line. So there was never any kid going end-to-end, so we thought there were good skills.
One of the funniest things about Spencer is he used to only skate with one leg.
Spence, for whatever reason, would never lift one foot. It was always pushing off and going. Now he got where he needed to get to, but it was always on one foot, but you could not get the ring or later the puck off the stick. So even if he wasn't skating very well, he would always put the puck to the side of the ring and you couldn't get it. So he was really good at puck protection.
And then I guess you could say the guys kind of bought in commitment and wanting it more, be it mini sticks, be it road hockey, be it whatever, with their age they were at, to older kids in the neighborhood as well.
I'd say as a kid, kind of hockey was everything for me then too. With my brothers, we always kind of played mini sticks in the basement. We'd be down there we'd get home from school and we'd go play mini sticks all night. So hockey's kind of been everything for kind of all 3 of us since we were really young.
I think, honestly, Spencer, obviously I got to be careful with my words here because he's going to be seeing it, but I think we realized probably that Spencer was a special player before we realized that I was a good player. He was always a good player. He always made the top teams. You know, he was always given shots at the next level.
At a young age, he was good at the game. He had good hands. He saw the game well, and he wanted to really engulf himself in the game. He was always rewatching his own games, his own shifts at a young age. He was watching on TV, and as he got into our U15, he kind of started at least being as good as any of the other kids in our area.
I think once you make the step to Bantam AAA, that's kind of when you're able to start figuring stuff out for yourself and you kind of get an idea. So Bantam first year, Bantam second year, that's probably kind of, I guess if I were to give it a date or a year, that's probably when we started to figure out that he was going to be a pretty good player.
In midget, we had a really good team, and I felt I kind of had a bigger role in that team. And I think for us, we were able, to win the TELUS Cup. And I think for me, it was a really good season. And obviously, kind of after that season was the Q Draft. So I think kind of going into the Q Draft, I kind of had expectations for myself and kind of where I wanted to play at 16.
Rimouski, s'il vous plaît, procédez à votre sélection. Please make your selection.
Le Océanique de Rimouski est fier de sélectionner are proud to select the Flyers of the Moncton, from the Moncton Flyers, Spencer Gill.
It was obviously a great experience. It was online with COVID and that. But it was nice, kind of had a lot of family, friends, old coaches, a bunch of people over to our place, so it was a good experience.
Just another great night, a good gathering, and yeah, one we'll never forget either. So, and it was pretty cool that he went to Rimouski because actually one of his coaches is a scout. One of his midget coaches was a scout for Rimouski as well, Steve McPherson, so it was pretty cool.
No, it was drivable for us. Like anything less than Rouen was closer. So, and we had got used to doing that drive and making ourselves present the best we could. So we were really excited to get him close. We were actually also excited that he did go to a French community. We saw the benefit of having Dylan going there, becoming fully bilingual, living that French experience. So it would have been great to have him home in the Maritimes. We would have been excited for that. But we're really excited he was going to get to be far enough from home that he wasn't home. He was going to live in a French environment and just go to such a great hockey center. So we were all really excited, as was he.
It was good, obviously a bit closer to home. Rimouski's only a 6-hour drive for us opposed to the 16 for Dylan. But again, just being blessed with great billet families, great organizations. I guess that good belly feel of knowing that your child's good and they're happy and enjoying it. A 16-year-old in the league is, you know, there's lots of different, I guess, bumps in the road, if you would.
We probably went there with a little bit of unrealistic expectations of him being picked at number 5.
His rookie year was tougher, obviously. He was in and out of the lineup a little bit. But I think it was a great opportunity for him to get to know the league. Obviously getting to learn the travel, getting to learn the teams. Obviously, living in Rimouski was a new place for him, a lot of French. He is bilingual, which is very nice, but obviously living with a new family, it's a whole new experience living away from home. So
It was kind of a different year for me. Being a 16-year-old D in the league is tough. Kind of being a young little kid playing against kind of older men, it was kind of, I think, tougher for me. But we had kind of a great staff and they kind of really helped me along with my development.
I think his rookie season was really important to get his feet in the ground and get his feet wet a little bit. And then I think obviously this past season at 17, we really saw him excel a little bit.
Spencer Gill, le tir de but!
He found his game. He was able to implement his own personal style into the team style and have success with it too. So
Gill va avoir une occasion. Là,
Obviously, we had a great team. And obviously had a lot of opportunities this year with Joel. Gave me a lot of opportunities to play on different special teams, all different situations. So
Gill qui a toute une occasion. Et là, c'est goal!
I think I was kind of given a very good environment to have success this year.
Et le but, il n'y aura pas besoin. Spencer Gill tire de la pointe.
My draft year I felt went very well.
À Gill, tire frappé. Et le but! Au retour, Gill, le tir et le but!
Welcome into Montreal 2022 NHL Entry Draft.
my NHL draft, I think I heard from just around half of the teams in the NHL. So going into the draft, we weren't sure if I was going to get drafted or not.
We went through it a little bit with Dylan, and we remember a story that Don Cherry said, and he had said that if you think he's going to get drafted, he might be a bubble guy, don't go. It'll be the worst experience of your life if his name's not called. And he said that doesn't change anything. It doesn't mean if you're not drafted, you're not getting another opportunity somewhere else. And if you are drafted, the phone is still going to ring, and you're going to be on a plane the next day, and the experience is still going to be wonderful.
I guess for him, it was the draft in Montreal. He didn't go. We kind of stayed from home and watched.
To wrap it all off, getting drafted by Tampa Bay at the end of the draft was very special. Not a feeling that words can describe.
And yeah, it was kind of, I guess, cool when we seen his name kind of come up on the TV and get drafted. It was obviously his dream as a kid, so for me to be able to watch it, it was very cool.
Spencer's situation was a little bit different.
You are going to be in Vegas, right?
Oh yeah, I'll be in Vegas.
I think kind of just walking down the strip and kind of just all the lights, kind of just all the buildings kind of all lit up. I think that was pretty cool.
Thanks, baby.
It was the first time we got together kind of as a family and kind of had a trip away in a long while with hockey being so busy. Obviously having my friend there, having family, friends, kind of past coaches and that, it was nice just kind of, I guess, having everyone together and kind of just to be able to enjoy time there together.
So he actually was pretty relaxed on day one. We were lucky. We had a lot of family and friends with us, so there was kind of a lot going on. And
yeah, it was kind of a loose vibe. We were kind of all just chilling there. It's kind of just, I guess you're kind of waiting for time to go by for it to kind of arrive. So we were kind of just treating it like a normal day, kind of doing normal day activities.
Zach, do you always do your brother's hair like this?
When he's home, yeah. Just for big events, I guess, but he likes me doing it when he's home.
Spencer, how does it feel having your personal hairdresser?
Yeah, it's nice. Not during the season, he's not there, but when I'm home, he certainly does it a little bit.
Get the flow.
Pretty chill. For me, I'm kind of always chill and calm through everything, so it's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I got this suit here from a guy in Buffalo, as well as I have one for tomorrow from a guy back home. I was, I guess, fortunate enough to be approached by two people to kind of get me suits for the draft, so I got one for each day. Zach actually designed kind of the inside. He thought it would be pretty cool, so he kind of put some stuff together, and it kind of came out really nice in the end.
So one day in class, I was with my buddy, and he's a great artist, and I had the idea, so I kind of described it to him. He drew it out, and we came up with this. So all things, so it's desert road leading into Vegas. Had the sphere on the left here with the draft logo on it. Welcome to Vegas sign, classic, and you're in the desert, so you got some cactuses and all this stuff. And then the Scooby and Shaggy is kind of an inside joke me and my brother have had since we were 5, 6 years old. I'm Scooby and he's Shaggy. It's just kind of a joke we've had since we were little on it.
What's the joke? What's the inside joke? Are you explaining?
Well, one day I don't know who it was. I was little. I was 3 or 4 years old. And one of my mom's friends gave us like a Scooby-Doo onesie. And I was just obsessed with it. So I wore it every day and they started calling me Scooby. And then his old haircut, he had the Shaggy-Doo haircut when he was little. So he was Shaggy. And then the joke just kind of stuck from there. That's really it. And then the donkey, a few years back, my dad started calling people donkeys as kind of a joke. And now we use that almost every day. So that's a big thing. And then respect, show up, compete. That's saying Spence has this trainer and their workout group. And that's kind of what they follow. So that's the story behind it.
Feels good. Pretty excited, I guess, for it to get started.
Let's get the draft started from the Sphere in Las Vegas, the 2024 NHL Entry Draft.
366 feet tall stands the Sphere. The views from any of the nearly 18,000 seats in this place are out of this world.
This was pretty cool, kind of walking in, kind of seeing all the tables set up. Kind of used to, I guess, watching previous drafts on TV and that, and you kind of always see it, but I guess to kind of see it firsthand, it was pretty cool.
With the first overall selection in the 2024 NHL Draft, the San Jose Sharks are very proud to select from Boston University, Macklin Celebrity,
Ivan Demidov,
Cole Eiserman.
The Vegas Golden Knights with a 19th selection.
I wouldn't say I was getting more nervous. I think kind of you're just, eventually it's going to happen. So I kind of had that mindset kind of going in, kind of thinking it's probably going to be day 2, kind of.
They are figuring out what they're going to do with the 32nd and final pick of tonight's entry draft.
I think we were kind of all just happy to be there and kind of enjoying all the moments.
The Edmonton Oilers are proud to select from the London Knights of the Ontario Hockey League, Sam O'Reilly.
So it could have happened, but it didn't, and we didn't leave there devastated or anything. We're hoping to get his name called in the next day, and earlier obviously the better, but we were all okay with it, and really we didn't have those really predictions about it. It certainly would have been nice, but it wasn't in the cards.
One round in the books here at the Sphere in Vegas.
I guess it was a late night getting back and kind of early start to the next day, but I think it was a good sleep and kind of good vibes all around. Ultimately choosing the day 2 one, it was kind of pictures of all my family, friends, kind of all past memories. So I think kind of the day 2 suit was kind of the one that was more special to me.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of the 2024 NHL Draft.
Kind of going back and kind of knowing that it's probably going to be today it happens, that was pretty cool, kind of having that feeling.
Here from the spectacular Sphere, Las Vegas. Today, we will conduct rounds 2 through 7 of the draft.
Looking forward for it to get started, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Beginning with the first pick in the second round, the 33rd selection overall belonging to the San Jose Sharks.
Kind of just waiting. I know I talked to all the teams, so I knew there was kind of chances with all the teams. So I guess it was just kind of waiting and seeing how it would shake up.
Seattle was a team that showed some definite interest.
Julius Mietnin, Sam, Seattle Kraken.
Montreal Canadiens had shown some interest in him as well.
The Nashville Predators have traded pick number 59 in the 2024 NHL Draft to the Philadelphia Flyers in exchange for pick number 77 in the 2024 draft and Minnesota's 3rd round pick in the 2025 draft, which had previously been acquired by Nashville. As a result of that trade, Philadelphia is now on the clock.
And Philly interviewed him, was the only one that brought him into a personal meeting at the draft.
So here we go. The attention turns now to the Flyers as they get ready to select their 2nd round pick.
When Philly had their pick, I know I met with them there in Vegas before the draft, so I knew kind of there was interest there. So
let's go downstairs and chat with Elliot Friedman. Elliot.
From the Rimouski Oceanic, Spencer Gill.
Wanted to wait for the pick.
The 27th pick in the second round, the Philadelphia Flyers have selected Spencer Gill from Rimouski of the Quebec Maritimes Junior Hockey League.
Pretty fascinating pick here. He was the 5th overall draft in the QMJHL draft, and by the way, the first player from the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League.
It was a pretty cool feeling. Kind of, I guess, tough to kind of remember exactly how it went, but it was just it was a really great feeling, kind of what you've worked for since you were a little kid. So it was just a great feeling. Kind of my brothers were there, my parents and that, so it was a great feeling.
I'm interested to see how it pans out, but again, this trend continues with guys that have size at 6'4", 186 pounds, room to pack on some pounds on that frame.
His brother Dylan was drafted in the 7th round back in 2022 by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
There's just so much emotion, and you're excited for him, and yeah, it was I'm glad it was on film because I've watched it a lot of times since, because if you asked me without rewatching it what it was like, it was pretty overwhelming actually.
It's obviously a special feeling. It's kind of, I guess, rare something like that happens. So it was a special feeling for everyone all around, and we were kind of all just kind of happy everyone was together and kind of could celebrate it all together.
The thing that's intriguing here, guys, at 6'4", 186 pounds, this kid's probably going to top at about, I don't know, 210, 215. His coordination right now at 6'4" is really good. Like, he's a really good skater. It's become a real lifestyle for us, and we're so thankful for that. We've got friendships, we've got commitments, we've got a whole kind of hockey family that extends outside our immediate family, and yeah, we're blessed to have that, and still a few miles left on the road ahead of us to see where it all ends up.
Obviously, I met with him here Thursday, and obviously the meeting went really well, so I kind of had a good feeling about it.
For sure, kind of having an older brother that I can kind of look up to and follow, that helped me a lot. And kind of having a younger brother that I can kind of pass the knowledge down that I received. So I feel in a perfect spot, kind of getting both, getting to learn and kind of feed it down as well. And kind of having parents that kind of pushed us kind of out of our comfort zones a little bit as kids, but kind of also made sure we were kind of just having good habits, not just on the ice, kind of in life. I think kind of having kind of a good core family helped us all a lot.